Since Coventry have yet to hit the ice, interestingly.
It is interesting. We're waiting for netminer Kevin Nastjuk to lead them on. That just might be a little bit of team bonding and something that Danny Stewart just wanted to maybe get under the skin of the Devils, or it might be that Kevin Nastjuk was just a little late to the party. Either way, you're absolutely right. This is a very good rivalry. I think most Devils fans would always look to the Orange of Sheffield, but this one would come a close second. And I think you referenced it in the build-up, guys. Any sport on Boxing Day just has that extra little bit of spice to it. It feels like a lifeblood of the UK sporting calendar, whatever sport you follow, whether it be football, rugby, ice hockey. People come out on Boxing Day. It's a family occasion. It's a enjoyable part of the year, and they want to be entertained on Boxing Day, and they want rivalry, and they want feistiness, and that's usually what these two teams give them. So I think tonight we could be in for a barn burner from two teams who we said before in our pre-game show are both on a little bit of a tear right now.
They certainly are, and Coventry are in an incredibly tough conference along with Milton Keynes, Guildford, and the Manchester Storm there. This, you can't put a cigarette packet between a cigarette card, in front of any of those teams at present. Coventry 2 points off the top of that conference at the moment, and they'll be looking to get themselves at the top of that. But it's a cross-conference game tonight. A little bit of difference and interesting. Coventry opted to go to the shorter conference.
I think there was just a little bit of to and froing in the summer to get those conference a little bit even. It's a hard one in British ice hockey, guys, isn't it? You're trying to strike a balance between obviously wanting to win, because in sport winning is everything, but you've got to consider crowds and budget and travel. There's a multitude of factors that all the GMs need to consider when looking out for their interests of their team, probably first, and then looking out the interests of the league second. But I've enjoyed the season so far, and maybe we've got a little bit of a unique setup in the UK, but I think right now probably Edinburgh aside, and I mean no disrespect to them, every team, even Dundee on 19 points still has something to play for, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all at this stage of the season, and I think the second half of this campaign is going to be extremely exciting.
We will now break for a rendition of the Welsh National Anthem by Beth Millard, and then we'll be ready for face-off here.
Be respectful and join Beth Millard in the singing of the Welsh National Anthem.
My hen glad van hat I and on oil me, glad by the cantorion walkion o free. I grew roll revelwin, glad gan which namat, tros raddydd cochlasant, I gwaed. Glad, glad, plai joy vim glad, tramor han vir, bin of my odd badan, hiniaeth baham.
So here we go, Gareth Hewish and John Donovan calling all the action for you tonight. There's a healthy sea of blue over in Block 12. A large travelling contingent. Hopefully there's a lot of you watching at home tonight. It's going to be Such a good game. You feel you can just a little tingle in the air as this one's about to get the puck dropped. There's always room for incident in a Cardiff and Coventry fixture, John.
Always room for incident, and it almost feels like the second half of the season starts tonight, and both of these clubs have an awful lot to play for. We talked about Coventry; they need to protect a playoff space, a playoff spot, but they've still got an opportunity to win their conference. And for the Devils, of course, they're in the box seat right now. They lead the league, and they're on a 9-game winning run. If they can keep this going, and with some interesting results already, or interesting scores coming in from around the country already tonight, the Devils could be in the position of power to run the table.
And underway we go. Puck is tipped in by Joey Haddad. And the Devils look to assert themselves in the offensive zone early. Play their way out. Arond. He will be the danger man all night for the Coventry Blaze, as here he is with the puck once more. Treading the blue line, lays it off. Shot comes in, Bounce has to make the pad save. Pressure still on. Arond turns and rolls right into Mark Lewis, who's back healthy and back in the lineup, and looks like he's going to be in a regular rotation once more. Hotham has his pocket picked, and now Dingle goes forward and just flashes wide on the backhand. Hotham forward once more as there's a hit finished behind the net. No icing on the play as Farina finishes his hit. Coventry looking to settle into this one early. Paquette with a wraparound pass. Analov down to Lake. Lake into the center of bounds. That's a flashy stick away, and that's a check right into the net there. Robinson ended up in behind bounds. Pigotting around, and an early shift for Luke Pigott. Looks to be rewarded for his work on Saturday night against Dundee. Shuckers it from Reddick. Blocked. He gets another attempt at this. Reddick shoots, and it's loose. Arena can't put it away.
Guys, impressed with Coventry starts. The Devils just get a scoring chance there, but Coventry look like they're playing with a little bit of confidence. What you notice about Valoron, not just his skating ability and speed.
Chance there! Martin on the backhand bounce. He did very well to pluck that out of the air, and an excellent save it was. Benvolio, sorry, with the chance. And now Fournier has to tidy this up for the Devils. Gets it back to Benvolio. Hand-eye coordination on that chance there.
Yeah, just to finish on that Valoron point, he actually has a very long stick, so he can get away from people in traffic as well with his speed and his ability to keep the puck away from people.
Paris using his big frame to shield that puck well. His pass is loose though, and the Blaze will skate forward through Ferrara, who's had renewed life at the Blaze since his move from Sheffield in the summer. Good decision for him. And there certainly is a spring in the Coventry Blaze step in these early exchanges. Fournier stick handles his way out of a corner. Now he has some ice to skate into, but he'll elect to come back on himself and use Paris as an outlet. Martin into the benches, and we'll have a face-off at neutral ice.
As I say, I like the start from the Blaze. They're playing a little short bench. They're basically down to 9 forwards now after having some roster changes, but sometimes that can galvanise the side. It can bring them together. And of course, we talked about it before, it can get your best players more minutes, and they have put a good run together. They're 4 from 5. Danny Stewart was very positive in his interview he did with Ed Kimberley after their victory against Milton Keynes. And they started this game in confident fashion.
Puck rimmed under the boards by Hotham to Martin. Puck goes down low in behind Narciark, and it's Jake Morissette. Backhand chance there from Martin, who took it in his stride. Back now to Joey Martin, he just mishandles there. Devils can't keep it in the zone, but Matt Pope does well to regain possession. Now Morissette finds Pope, but that's a great bad save. First real big chance of the game.
Jake Morissette and Matt Pope continue their great form. Matthew Pope can just be like a bull out there. He robbed possession, gave it to Morissette. Morissette, what fine hands, great saucer pass, and Nastrik had to pull out a very good save.
Piggott throws this one at net, and that'll just be whistled down.
Guys, you made the very good point about Luke Piggott. It's allowed Andrew Lord to make the decision. He can go with 4 lines and he can rotate, which of course is a factor when you consider, again, as we mentioned a few moments ago, that the Blaze can only really throw 3 units out there. So Matthew Myers, Luke Piggott, Mark Lewis, they're going to take a regular shift as the 4th line. And it's credit to Luke Piggott that his play has allowed Andrew Lord to make that decision.
Of course, Tom's Rutkiss continues to be in the lineup as well, and he staked his own claim for more regular ice time Saturday as a hit comes in slightly into the numbers there. I think the hit was pulled out of right at the pivotal moment as Strachan looks to keep the pressure on. Mark Lewis can't carry the puck, but the Blaze can't clear now. Piggott again, just digging his way through. Another hit from Piggott. Paquette can't get past Strachan and hits the deck. But turnover in the Devils' zone. Myers deals with it though. Reddick's going to try to dance through too many white jerseys in his way.
Three men committed to that forecheck, guys. The Devils are looking to get on the body early.
Fournier. Haddad will ease this one on. Loose pass from the Blaze, and Haddad it is who looks to get a cycle going for the Devils once more. Paris. But it's cut out, and Ferrara has room to skate now. Ferrara up against Riemann, and this will be a penalty. The first power play opportunity will go to the Cardiff Devils.
That's a little unfortunate on Ferrari. The forecheck was good. He got his body in there. He's a strong guy, but just on that second effort, the stick kind of got caught up in the legs, and referee Perry was forced to give the tripping penalty. Up until that point, it had been a really good forecheck from Ferrara, who, as you say, Gaz, is having a very good season. And not only does he bring good hockey ability, you forget he's been part of 2 league championship winning locker rooms. We mentioned this in the last game. So he can bring talent on the ice, but he can also bring a little bit of a winner's mindset, and that's good to have in any dressing room.
Devils power play was lethal against the Dundee Stars. They're looking to get their legs going here. Pope walks the blue line, gets it back. Tries to find Morissette. Eventually does, unconventionally. Pope looking for a tip there. Martin can't bat it out of the air. Loose pass by Pope will take it out of the zone. 1:35 remains on the power play as Fournier dangles his way in. Fournier tries to find Morissette and can't, and now maybe there's a short-handed chance for the Blaze. Valeron in on bounds, and that's a wayward shot, but he'll kill some time here.
Yeah, you just saw an example of Valeron's speed there, but Joey Martin actually does really well as a forward, being the first defensive guy back. Sometimes forwards get tempted to look at the puck and try and play the puck, and Valeron, I think, was maybe anticipating that and could have pulled a toe drag and got a better shooting angle. Martin didn't. He just kept his body position between Valeron and Bounds, so he had to take that tight angle shot. But so far, good penalty kill from the Blaze, and it just reinforces the fact that they've come into Cardiff playing with confidence.
This is a first of a home-and-home series. Sky Dome tomorrow for the return. Now Now the Coventry Blaze would love to go back to the Sky Dome with one win under their belts on this one. Hotham finds a dad. 55 seconds remain on the power play. Hotham shoots. Myers causing all kinds of havoc in there. Nastic's trying to find the puck. He can't. It's still loose under Noble. There's going to be a penalty on the play here. And it will go against the Coventry Blaze.
Has that been called? Maybe Kevin Noble put his hand over the puck. I think possibly this is a delay of game call. Does he close his hand on this puck? Yeah, I think that's what it's been called for. You know, credit to Kevin Noble. He kills a lot of penalties. He always puts his body on the line, and he was outnumbered very much down low there. But referee Perry keeping a close eye on that, and it looks like with his hand closing on the puck, that might be delay of game.
So a short 5-on-3 chance for the Devils here. 38 seconds it will be. And the Devils win the draw crucially. Fournier. 25 seconds left, a 5-on-3 opportunity. Martin looks for the redirect, and it's there! Jake Morissette is on a tear, and he opens the scoring here on the power play. Cardiff Devils 1, Coventry Blaze 0.
Have a look at the work from Joey Martin here. Fournier and Pope play catch, but Martin, he just changes the look, he changes the whole dynamic, and the coverage breaks down. There's two guys down low. What a beautiful feather pass to Morissette, who's got the great hands, the hot hands at the moment, and tips it in. But the goal is all about the rotation, the movement of Joey Martin, who just changes the whole dynamic of that play.
And they do punish the Blaze on the 5-on-3 as a hit comes in after the play there, and no penalty call by referee Perring, and the Devils now have 1 minute and 25 seconds of 5-on-4 in which to play with as Martin comes across. Martin with a chance, and he couldn't get his stick on it. That one shoveled away by the Blaze. Bounce sends it around for Fournier to get the Devils moving forward quickly again. Morissette to Pope. Pope will chip and chase this one. Morissette gets his stick on it. Ulmer. Martin settles it down, but that's out of the zone.
Good pressure from the Blaze defenseman there on Martin. Doesn't allow the clean pass, and you know the Blaze are looking relatively solid. The 5-on-3 hurt them, but Patterson made a nice play there. It always hurts the Blaze on the penalty kill when Kevin Noble's off the ice, because no matter what people think about Kevin Noble, and fans in Cardiff would have a certain idea of him, I always say I think he's a great team guy, and particularly on the penalty kill, he's someone who will communicate. He'll put his body in front of shots and passes, and to lose him off the penalty kill, as the Blaze still will for another 44 seconds, I think always hurts their penalty kill unit.
Well, I'm sure there would be an array of different opinions if you're an opposition fan to Kevin Noble, but what a servant he's been while in Blaze colours, and a true competitor. Here's Bentavolio. Snuffed out well by Lowers, who gets another stick on it, but only as far as Joey Haddad at the blue line. 20 seconds remain on the power play. The Devils in behind the net. Hotham sends it back, it's right out in front, and it's there! Matthew Myers puts it away, and the Devils' power play continues to be prolific. It's 2-0 here.
Gaz, I wonder whether it'll show on the replay. I think two Coventry men at one point got drawn towards the puck on the left-hand side of your screen. Let's have a look there. Two men go, and I think coverage breaks down. It's number 45, Klotz, who leaves Myers. That's a little unfortunate. They thought they could challenge that play, but two guys got drawn towards it. Coverage broke down, and Myers on his own. The Devils' power play is slick right now, a lot of tic-tac-toe, but that's one the Blaze will probably want back.
Excellent spot there, John, as ever, and Well, we've talked about the power play so much on Saturday against Dundee, and it's picked up right where it left off. Strachan off the boards, looking for Mark Richardson. Rutkiss gets a shift now with Farina and Bryce Reddick. That's a line I don't think was in any of our pre-game notes, but here it is. Farina over the blue line. Farina pulls a move. Up against the boards now. And Blaze getting themselves out of trouble.
Guys, the Blaze have started well. It's the penalties that have hurt them, but they don't want to be out of this game before they're in it. So if the Devils can continue this momentum, maybe Danny Stewart starts thinking about getting into timeout territory, because not because the Blaze are in trouble here, but because they have had a positive start and they need to get themselves back onto that platform.
Shot comes in from the point, and it was just wide, and the Blaze look to get working here. Paquette it is. Back to the blue line, Lowers, and there's a tip in front. Analov forward there. Lake on the wraparound attempt, he lays it forward, great shot, and an even better save from Ben Bounds, and Piggott has to get his team out of trouble as Lowers stands him up at the red line.
Good comeback shift from the Blaze. Physicality, got a cycle going, and created a scoring chance. Credit to them for that.
Piggott keeps it in at the blue line, but Analov tidies it up. Now the Blaze can forward Paquette. It's a 2-on-1 for them. Paquette with a lovely feed, but Venus couldn't handle it at the crucial time. A real chance for the Blaze, but what a response they've got, and still Venus with it.
Piggott and Lewis have also been on the ice a long time, guys. They look out of gas.
Chance there, Bounds has to make the save, it's still loose. Piggott has to tidy it. And now we're going back and forth here. Venus and Piggott are having a few punches back and forth, a few hugs, a few headlocks. And the Devils ease the pressure, but Coventry showing here that their confidence has not been dented. Turnover though, Richardson puts it in the corner. Pope. So Petrus evades Jake Morissette to get itself out of the zone. Lovely couple of plays, great stick though from Klotz there to stop Morissette. He would have been in. Klotz again, this time under pressure from Bentivoglio. And the Devils are just maybe working their way out of the pressure and maybe just giving themselves a couple of minutes reprieve.
Well, you just look at the forecheck. I wonder whether the idea from Andrew Lord is that the Blaze have good defensive defensemen, but maybe with the exception of, while Clements I think is a good skater, and Galen Patterson has a decent set of wheels, but four of those guys maybe are not the most mobile defensemen in the league. And I think as we see a replay of Jake Morissette's goal, and we're going to see Matthew Myers' goal as well, and you just see he's all alone because Klotz has left his position. But the fact that the Devils are getting on the forecheck so kind of earnestly, I wonder whether Andrew Lord wants to put pressure on those defensemen because they're not great maybe puck handlers, and their mobility isn't good as some others in the league.
Robinson finds his winger on the other side, another chance there, and it's gone in! Robinson made the initial play, the puck eventually fell to him, and he puts it past Bounds. Cardiff Devils 2, Coventry Blaze 1, game on here.
Well, I think that's probably just reward for Coventry. I think they've started this game well, and the Devils have scored some nice power play goals, but the Blaze have created their own chances, and credit to Robinson staying with this play. He returned to the lineup lately. We know he's a player assistant coach. Danny Stewart keys on him, and that's just a great effort hit from him to make sure that's not one and done. He stays with the play. He doesn't let it die. It's a quick shot. Bounds isn't set, and the Blaze have got themselves a foothold in the game.
Coventry looking to go forward again. It's Paquette this time. Over the blue line, just gets it caught in his feet, but the second time of asking, throws a pass, but Morissette cuts that out for the Devils, and now it's Fournier. It's 2-on-1 for the Devils here. Fournier shoots, that's a good save from Nastiuk. Maybe the pass was the better option, but now here's Farina. It's gone down, no call on the play.
Yeah, we know Fournier with a great skater, but he tried to go short side on Nastiuk, who was one of the most agile and better netminders in the league. It looked like there was a little bit of a passing lane to Farina. I'm surprised with the great hands, the great skill that Fournier's got, that pass didn't go across.
Matthew Myers, who's back on rotation here, and Lewis will tidy up. This fourth line, John, being given a real lot of minutes to show what they've got in this first period. Maybe looking towards later in the game here.
Later in the game tomorrow, you know, they've earned their ice time, and when you've got a chance to stretch your bench, why not?
Ferrara, though, turns it over, and now he's setting up in the zone. Shot comes in, and it's wide. The Blaze, though, look to be very direct once they get in that Devil's zone. Noble keeps it moving. Pope gets a stick on that pass to stop it, but now another turnover here. And the Blaze, through Dingle, keep the pressure on, but now the Devils have an out.
Gaz, you've called it absolutely right. It might not be the most finesse game of hockey in the world, but this is going to be a fun 6 periods, this home and home series, because there's this agitation, there's animosity already. Both teams are going back and forth. It's a little bit of river hockey. I don't think the coaches will be entirely impressed by defensive strategies, but it's great for us to watch.
Loose pass from Morissette, couldn't find Joey Martin. And that'll be an icing call. And maybe in past seasons, John, the criticism of the Coventry Blaze is their fight and their spirit have maybe been questioned and their heads dropped easily. This seems a whole different proposition here. They went 2-0 down and just kept doing what they were doing and have got some rewards here.
You're absolutely right, and there's a few things you could factor in, not least just they are in a good run of form at the moment. They've built some confidence. But just one thing to flag up, number 47, Danik Paquette, didn't play in Cardiff last time in the Challenge Cup. He was suspended. You know, he's a presence out there, and he can make them feel a little bit, you know, taller on their skates.
Chance out in front, and Benevolio couldn't wrap it past Nastiuk. The puck fell to him. He just ran out of room a little bit. Deflection is sent that one over the glass, and this period seems to be flying by. We're already in the last 5 minutes of this first period.
You're absolutely right, and that's just a sign of a fun hockey game. As I said, it's probably not the most finesse, and the systems aren't really doing everything they're supposed to right now, but in terms of back and forth, it is a great spectacle, and this crowd is into it. We hope you guys at home are.
Strachan rims it around for Asselin, who maybe we haven't seen as much on the ice today as we have in recent weeks. Here he is, though. Tries to find Ulmer out in front, and Ulmer's stick was high, but the Coventry Blaze will knock that out as they come over the blue line. Another pass right into the slot, and that's going to be offside, and because I don't think Robinson knew that he was offside when he took that shot, but here we go. Paquette's gloves are off and Strachan's gloves are not, I don't think. Paquette was game. Strachan taking the high road on this one.
They were both game. Manny Rose and James Irons down there, 2 good friends of Ice Time TV, but not good friends to us on that occasion. I would like to have seen those 2 go, but you know, this puck's is fired after the whistle, but I don't think Patterson does really well here. I talked about the defenseman, but he does have good wheels. That's a nice feather path. Yeah, I think Paquette is just offside when Robinson puts that shot in, but credit to Paquette. We talked about him a few moments ago. Goes straight there to Benevolio. You know, and Strachan was happy to go. Yeah, I think Paquette was a little bit of a miss last time for the Blaze, and you know, he's not just an out-and-out tough guy. You look at his resume, he's put up points in the ECHL. We talked about secondary scoring before the game, Gaz. He can bring a little bit of that, and he can also bring that feistiness, and Tyson Strachan, he's been there, seen it, got the t-shirt in the NHL, so we're still waiting for him to go for his first home tilt in Cardiff. I thought that might have been it.
So we're going to skate 4-on-4. Benvolio and Robinson will go to the bench. Paquette and Strachan were given the benefit of the doubt on that one, which I quite like to see. Actually, they didn't go through with it, so let them carry on. So 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Bit more ice to skate into. Richardson to Martin, lays it for Hotham. There's all sorts of commotion in front of the net there. As Hotham throws it towards Nasty Oak, but the Blaze will start a rush. Ferrara goes down, looking for a penalty, and he's got to get it. It's going to be a power play opportunity for the Blaze 4-on-3.
Yeah, it's Pope interference. The stick did seem to get caught, but Perry really thought about that one. The hand went up, it went down, and then went back up again. I think on the replay, mind's eye, I think the call might in the end be correct. I think Matthew Perry just got Matthew Perry was a Friends character. Let's have a look here. The stick goes across the Blaze player. I don't know, I'm not even sure referee Perry was absolutely certain on that one. It'd be great to see Matthew Perry playing in the UK. Chandler Bing, the next signing for the Devils.
So a 4-on-3 power play for the Coventry Blaze then. It's usually the best type of power play to have, just because you have so much space with which to work in. It'll be 4-on-3 for the next 1 minute and 5 seconds, pending a goal, of course. Hotham for the Devils, can't find a pass to Strachan, so the Blaze now will set up. Jordan Petrus. Petrus gets it back. Down low, and the Devils get a stick on that, and they will chip away.
Guys, have a look at that. Tyson Strachan coming out for the first kill with Andrew Hotham. We wouldn't have seen that 6 or 7 weeks ago. We spoke this weekend, just gone, about Strachan playing more and more game time in important situations. He was the shutdown defenseman that Andrew Law wanted to go to there.
Fournier will just rim this one around the boards. 45 seconds of power play time remain. 15 seconds before Robinson and Benvolio are returned to the ice. Anilov throws it, and Bounds has to be big. And Bounds at the third or fourth time of asking eventually gets it in his glove. Bodies amassed all around him, but a save it is.
Good recovery from Bounds. The first save, the rebound control wasn't great. It was lying there in the crease, but it looked like he kept that right pad very, very strong, just bracing the puck and not allowing any force to push it in, whether it be a Blaze or Devils player, and then stayed with the puck, was able to find it and freeze it. But credit to the Blaze, they're getting pucks to the net and looking to generate secondary chances, and those 2 goals didn't kind of throw them off their game. They've responded well, and it's been a good period of hockey.
So 4 seconds time, Benvolio and Robinson will return to make it a 5-on-4 power play opportunity. And then there's 25 seconds left now of 5-on-4 for the Blaze. Stopped at the blue line by Ulmer, and now Benvolio does collect it. And is just going to tick these seconds down. A wayward pass though, and Robinson cuts it. Anilov. Power play time is over, but the pressure remains for the Blaze. Fournier with a good stick and a lovely move off the boards. And now Matt Pope has to just take his time and get the Devils set.
Guys, it's interesting. Andrew Lord has put in the restraining order to stop me from watching him, but just glancing across at the bench, he has been pacing for the last couple of minutes, and every time he paces towards Jamie Elson's end, he stops and they have a conversation. So Andrew Lord, I don't think, is entirely happy with what's going on out there at the moment.
Well, the Blaze have given a fantastic response to going 2 goals down here as we approach the last minute of this first period. Long stretch run by Noble, but that'll be an icing call. Face off one with the Devils, Reddick. Around the boards, Martin will pick it up eventually. Haddad. Haddad will throw this one towards net and it's deflected wide. Reddick put the pressure on and now Haddad's trying to move forward once more. 30 seconds left. Paris. Haddad can't collect it. Reddick back to Haddad. Strong end to the period from the Devils as Haddad one-handed manages to get the pass off. Asselin at the blue line, but his attempted move doesn't come off, and it looks like we're going to end this one. A 2-1 Noble screaming, actually, just to let this time tick down. And tick it does. Well, the Devils' prolific power play from Saturday evening continued into tonight's fixture, and 2 quick power play goals. Firstly, on a 5-on-3 redirect by Jake Morissette made it 1-0. That was quickly followed by Matthew Myers, who again was making trouble in the crease, make it 2. But as soon as that second goal went in, the Coventry Blaze kicked into action, and they had the better of the game after that 2-0 cushion came to be. As a seller job, as today decided to spend the evening at her home doing the support from there, along with her grandparents Dennis and Betty, who were watching for the first time. But to arrange a family day on an ice hockey fixture, John, I mean, that's sacrilege, isn't it?
Well, you've been too kind there, Gaz, I think. You're suggesting that Kaylee did that deliberately. I'm under the understanding from her better half, Sam Motton, that Kaylee got the dates wrong and thought that the Devils were in Coventry tonight. So you're going to be kind, I'm going to be harsh, but we hope they're enjoying the game.
Well, you've got to have balance, yin and yang in the world.
We do, of course, thank Kaylee. She has the task of having to put up with the multiple complaints that come in about us, and she's like our shield of defense, and we thank her for that.
Action underway here then as the puck is thrown into the corner. Haddad tries to collect it but can't, and now the Devils move forward. Klotz, who's really eating up the ice time in this one, is looking effective each and every time he gets on the ice. As the Blaze just send that one in. Reddick. His pass turned over though. Reddick off the boards, but again, there's a white jersey there to collect. Asselin can't move forward, that'll be offside.
Around about 1 minute and 20 seconds gone, and the Devils have almost lost every puck battle so far. Credit to the Blaze, they've come out where they left off, and the Devils are just a little sloppy at tape-to-tape passes that have been so good in recent weeks. Just not there right now. Bryce Reddick coughed up the puck a couple of times, and as I say, credit to the Blaze. When puck battles had to be won in that first minute of the second period, they were the ones who came away with the puck.
Puck sent in, Lowers sends it around the boards. Paquette. And the Devils turning over at the blue line. Now chance, and that's just gone over the crossbar. Drew Paris's pass doesn't find its intended target. Now Bendevolio uses Fournier. Well, Fournier will skate forward. Fournier dangling his way forward. Fournier still! And that's a good save from Nastiuk, but maybe the Devils just need that bit of individual brilliance here. Lake off the glass. There's a real ebb and flow to this game. Petrus lets that one forward, and now the Blaze move forward. Patterson jumps into the play. Great stick, though, from Andrew Hotham.
Patterson is looking to activate, and he's the real guy from the back end who can contribute points-wise. We know he's had a good resume coming into this country, particularly in Norway, I think a couple of years ago, and I've been impressed by him. He's a mobile defenseman who can really contribute a lot. Good
outlet pass here for Joey Martin, who has to take some time waiting for support. Now Matt Pope's there, and that's a good save. Ornasiuk, who had an excellent shape as that puck fired in.
And he's still in the position he finished in. Look how high he is outside of the blue paint, and that's the key there. He was quick to get out and take away the net or the net that Pope could see and shoot at. And Ornasiuk, his save percentage is over 90%. He sits around about 5th, but we know what a quality player he is, a great resume in the DEL, and he's a guy who can steal games for Coventry every night.
Matthew Myers. Turnover there from Joey Haddad. He couldn't find Farina, though. Dingle gets to that puck first and does well to evade the attention of Myers. Chip forward. Hotham will settle this down for the Devils. Finds Matthew Myers, who now gets the Devils moving again. Myers pulls a move, and now Myers is in on the backhand, and that's way over the bar in the end. Good build-up play from the Devils.
Well, you mentioned it a moment ago, guys, that skate from Fournier, and I've never known an arena in Cardiff take such a collective intake when one player gets the puck since Doug McEwen played 2 or 3 generations ago. But the Devils have built on that, and that was a lovely give and go. Myers and Haddad just corralling the puck at the blue line, feeding it into the skating path of Myers, and Myers protected the puck well, but then the backhand shot did go over the plexi. But the Devils have started to play in this second period.
Such a delicate lead at the moment for the Devils. Bounds elects to play. Striking around the boards, but under pressure from Paquette he was. And Paquette's looking to influence every time he's on the ice. And that pressure has led to him getting the puck back here. Backhand play, bounces there, and it's gone in on the rebound. Paquette's hard work leads to Lake putting the puck in, and we're all square here, 2 apiece.
Well, it's those role players, those guys who've got to be secondary scorers, and this goal is all about Paquette. He's just, first of all, he looks to finish his hit on Strachan, and the Devils never really get their shape back. They turn over the puck. Paquette takes it to the net. He's got good hands. He kept that puck on a piece of string, and Bounds makes the first save. But Lake, as I say, I've been impressed by him, his work rate, his commitment to the cause. He goes short side and ties this game up. But that's exactly what the Blaze need. It's not just the key guys like Cochane and Valeron. They need their secondary scorers to come to the party. They certainly did there. Very good goal.
And their hard work and endeavour is rewarded as Petrus. And I think for a second, Bounds lost sight of that. And eventually goes into the netting. But Coventry with a bit between their teeth.
Let's have a look at this goal again. This work for Paquette. Lovely little backhand pass. Lake works it back to him. This is just great. They're playing catch as cycles developing. Good hands drawing towards the net. And then Lewis and Strachan. Lake gets caught between the two of them, just in a little weak spot, blind spot there, and it's a very nice finish. Credit to those two guys. They worked hard for that goal.
Fournier went to go right up centre ice, and now is Asselin under pressure, and he turns it over. The Blaze are going to go to take the lead, and Bounds has to make the save, but they have rattled the Devils early in this second period.
Yeah, this is as inconsistent as I've seen the Devils in recent weeks, and Andrew Lord is not happy. He is barking instructions at the bench. He's been walking up and down, and whatever the message at the end of the first period for the guys to get back on their game, the Devils to get back on their game, well, it hasn't entirely come to fruition in this second period.
Farina, he loses out to Cochane. Now Valeron over the blue line, back to Cochane. Now there's another chance for Dingle. He couldn't find a shooting lane, but gets another chance to influence it from here. Out in front, Valoran, and that's blocked. Hotham. Reddick out in front, and he doesn't test Nasty Maven as much as he would have liked. And now Coventry come the other way, and it's opening up a little bit, you feel. Haddad tips it on, looking for Ulmer. But it's Lake who's tidying it up for the Blaze. Haddad can't collect the puck, and now here's Lake, the goal scorer. Lake leaves it for Robinson, the other goal scorer, bounces to make another pad save. And again, it's just that direct play from the Blaze every time they step over the blue line. He's looking to cause problems. Ulmer tries to find Morissette and can't, but it'll come to Bryce Reddick. Reddick turns, finds Bendevolio at the blue line. Bendevolio is just looking for a redirect, doesn't find it. Strachan in on Nastiuk, and now Bendevolio shoots, and that's over the bar.
Gaz, I mentioned earlier the Devils perhaps trying to get on the forecheck on the less mobile Blaze defenseman. The Blaze are counteracting. They know how aggressive. I'll break off here for you, Gaz.
Another chance for the Devils as they come forward now. Asselin lays it down for Martin. Out in front, and there was too many bodies as Matt Pope tries to get it towards net. And it's going to be a penalty here. Lowers was in a tussle in front of net, and he goes down, and the Blaze will go on the power play.
Yeah, it's Asselin who's going, and maybe just a sign of a little bit of frustration. But as I was saying, the Blaze, every time they win possession in their own zone, because they know the Devils defensemen are very aggressive offensively, they're looking to spring a forward. There's a forward going for a stretch pass and going high every time, and it's really interesting because if they hit that stretch pass, they can go in one-on-one, but I've noticed it a couple of times in this second period. I think, Danny Stewart knows that the Devils defenseman will look to pinch, they'll look to commit offensively, and he's trying to activate a forward to stretch, go beyond them, and maybe take a nice lead pass.
Can the Blaze now punish the Devils on the power play? Strachan will get this one out early. Robinson.
Gaz, again, it's interesting to see it's Hotham and Strachan, not Hotham and Richardson, and for someone to take Mark Richardson off a rotation, Andrew Lord, he likes Strachan as his shutdown defenseman.
Back to the point for Coventry, Paquette. Back to Valor on the point, but couldn't handle that pass, and it comes out of the zone. Devils will go for a quick change here. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Hotham just about gets it out. Robinson put him under pressure though. 55 seconds left on the power play for the Coventry Blaze. That's rimmed around the boards, but I'll be taken by Myers, whose shot is deflected. Strong forecheck from Morissette, who takes a quick shift. .35 seconds on the power play, but the Blaze can't get a foothold on it at the moment. Here's Petrus. Shane. Shane finds Dingle. 20 seconds left. And that puck comes out once more. Venus. Shot goes in for Petrus, and Bounds has to make the save. Petrus again throws it. The Blaze are looking to pick up the scraps again, and the power play has ended. Good end to the power play from the Coventry Blaze as Farina gets a little touch on that. Fournier. Asselin can't hold on to that one. Martin moves. Noble's lost his stick. Chance here as Pope was looking for the pass, but it was just too hot for him. And now it's going to be a power play as well, Joe.
Yeah, there's going to be a hooking call as Joey Martin was going through, and Matt Pope, very intelligent, allows Bounce to get off the ice, allows the Devils to set up. Let's see if they can take advantage of the extra man. They can't because Noble gets his stick back and makes a nice poke check, but the Devils will go on the power play, and this could be an important junction this game. The Devils looking to reassert some control as Brett Robinson is going to sit on a hooking call.
So first power play opportunity of this second stanza for the Cardiff Devils.
And again, you've got a player sitting in the box who would play a key role on the Blaze penalty kill. Brett Robinson's a guy that Danny Stewart likes to throw out in any situation, so it's a key guy to take that penalty. But good battle from the Blaze on that face-off, and they're able to clear out.
Devils get in the zone. Bendevolio finds Asselin. That's a good save from Nasiuk with the glove. The Blaze can't get it out though. Hawthorne at the blue line. He's got a bit of space. Tries to find Myers and can't. Now Haddad back to the point. Finds Hawthorne. Tip out in front by Myers and Nasiuk holds on.
I like the look of this power play unit for the Devils. We spoke a lot on the weekend about Matthew Myers and the net front presence he provides, but Hotham now and Joey Haddad kind of working the blue line. We know the release, the shot that Joey Haddad's got, so you've got to have a player that's maybe cheating towards that. That allowed Andrew Hotham then to have a bit more skating room, and at the same time you've got some very intelligent hockey players like Sean Bentavolio. So there's a little bit of everything on this power play unit, and this is what would be considered, I guess, the number 2 unit for the Devils, with Joey Martin and Lane Ulmer going out on the first look.
Devils just about win that one. And set up, it's 1:25 left on the power play for the Devils. Bendevolio. He's had a little switch with the dad now. Hotham throws it in, another good save. Blaze couldn't quite get it out. Bendevolio now under pressure though from the Blaze penalty killers, and Dingle it is who sends that puck down ice.
Great defensive work by Valeron there to really outmuscle Bendevolio, win that puck, and then it was cleared out. But Valeron, you notice him defensively as well as offensively. He might be the best goal scorer in the country right now, but he'll do his defensive shift as well.
Martin was trying to get into the zone, and now the Devils have gone in offside. 35 seconds left, and they just get a little bit frustrated here.
I think we need to go back to that save from Nastjuk very early in the power play. You called it, Gaz, and we're probably seeing it in the highlights package because play went on. We didn't get a lot of time to review it. That was a superb glove save, as I think it was Patrick Asselin looked to go top shelf, and Nastjuk really flashed the leather there. And if the Devils had gone 3-2 up at that moment, maybe they could start to reinforce some control over this game. But as it is, it was a great situational save by the netminder, and the Blaze look pretty strong on this penalty kill ever since.
Fournier lays that puck back from Martin. There's 10 seconds left of the power play, and it looks like to be a very good kill for the Blaze. Fournier dangling his way through. Still with it, Fournier. Out in front, Martin, and it's well deflected. Morissette finds Ulmer. Penalty is over. Martin to Morissette. Back to Martin. Back to Morissette. Morissette just trying to find some room, but there's none there. Martin with a shot, and that's wide. Strachan back to him. Martin uses the back of the net with real skill, and now Richardson keeps the pressure on. Devils building off the momentum of that power play here. Richardson tries to find Farina and can't. Reddick takes over now. A real battle for that puck in the corner. Referee can still see it. Farina now looking to win the battle, and he doesn't. Well, Shane it was who got it out of there.
A great commitment from both sides right now, and again, very impressed by Rutgers there, going into a corner battle with Dax Lowers, who he's given up a lot of size to, but Rutgers protected that puck very well. But credit to the Blaze, they outnumbered the Devils down low and were able to clear out.
Lake now getting his skating legs going, and there's a real chance here for the Blaze, but a good stick comes in as Rutgers just can't get a pass to a teammate, and now the Coventry Blaze move forward. No icing on that play. Ben Bounds seemed pretty certain that there should have been. Asselin. Fournier now. Fournier with a shot. That's a great save. Nastia was totally unsighted at one point and gets the pad out there.
Well, for the Devils, it does look like something's always going to happen when Gleason Fournier's on the ice, and Nastjuk makes another good save. It was him ultimately trying to use the glass who gave the turnover, the puck away. Fournier steps in. We know he's got that wicked release, but again, a little bit of pad and glove, and Nastjuk makes a smart save. But Gleason Fournier, I think the best skater in the league for my money, and he looks the Devils' best offensive weapon at the moment.
Another battle into the corner here. Asselin and Bentavolio. Asselin comes away with it. Asselin tries to find Drew Paris, who can't handle it. And now the Blaze come forward. It's a 3-on-3 here. Good stick from Asselin. Now Bentavolio comes forward for the Devils. Asselin tries to find Alma at the back door. Can't. And now comes the other way. Valarov for the Blaze. Chance here, and that comes off a skate and goes up and over, but a bit river hockey in this last few minutes.
Yeah, I think we're out on Brian Parker's pond right now, because this is just back and forth. It's a fun rec game playing for the final beer of the night, and Andrew Lord, as I continue to say, I don't mean to keep a watching eye on him, but he's just so animated over there as the game is going on. He must have walked about 3 miles on that pine already tonight, because for a man who looked so relaxed against the Dundee Stars a couple of nights ago, it's a different story here on Boxing Day.
And the tempo of this game has, in many ways, been conducted by the Coventry Blaze, who have got an ebb and flow and rhythm to this game that is suiting them. Matt Pope turned over! And what a miss that is from Ross Venus. It should have been 3-2 to the Blaze. It was a gift, but Venus puts it wide. It's going to be a high stick there from Petrus, but my oh my. Matt Pope with a get out of jail free card.
Well, the turnover count for the Devils is going up, and that's something we haven't seen over the last month. Matt Pope, I don't know what he's thinking here. Does he see Morissette cycling out? But that pass was never going to get there. And Venus makes Bounds lie down. He does the right thing there, but that shot just doesn't have any accuracy on it. And as you say, Gaz, this should be a 3-2 game to the Coventry Blaze.
Face-off will need to be retaken.
Speaking of the owner's Christmas video on Brian Parker's pond, that hit from Steve King, that was a little...
We know what their MO is when it comes to on-ice games and activities. I didn't want to say anything before Christmas, but you know, well, now that's over. Then we have to kind of a repeat offender.
You know my relationship with King. I'm just waiting for him to name the time and the place.
Tyson Strackett throws that in. Now a battle will take place between Myers and Clemens. Clemens gets a stick on that puck at the second time of asking, and now Blaze don't clear their lines, and Haddad does very well at the blue line to keep it in, but Blaze getting out now. Lake. Strackett to Farida. Matthew Myers. Haddad. Dad loses out. Pakistan is a little bit of tension I can just feel creeping its way into the arena. Asali. Will the Blaze play their way out of it? Valorant. Corshane. Straight across, and it could have been another one here. I think Coventry asking for a penalty.
Absolutely beautiful hockey. This pass from Valorant, which goes through a Devils defenseman right into the skating lane of Corshane, and Corshane delays, gets away from the stick detail, throws it across. I think that's a good back check from Lane Olmer. I don't think there should be a penalty on that play, but that's very good hockey from the Coventry Blaze, who are playing with such a confidence that I probably haven't seen for around about 2 seasons, not since the second half of the playoff winning year under Chuck Weber. But whether their depth might count against them, but right now they're giving the Devils all they can handle, and Danny Stewart has got his team very fired up for this game, this rivalry game, and Andrew Lord is pondering what his next move is.
Devils win the draw. Off the glass, but the Blaze look to get right back to work. Paris knocks it down, but Petrus is all over that puck. Rimder on the boards for Petrus to chase. Martin gets a stick in, but Klotch is there to ensure the Coventry Blaze cycle continues. Venus. Cut out by Pope. And this time his pass in his own zone is to the intended target. Martin. He's got Drew Paris up there for support. And also Jake Morissette. Fournier. Fournier throws it looking for a deflection. He gets one, but it doesn't get anywhere near the Blaze goal. That'll be offside against the Devils.
Looks like that fourth line for the Devils has largely gone away in this second period. Maybe just because it's the period of the long change and getting the matchups and the rotations the Devils want. Perhaps we'll see it come back in the third, but right now it's kind of a three-line hockey game for each team, and the Blaze, the more they're in this game, the more chances they're generating, the more they're taking confidence, and the old cliche, the next goal is so important, really befits this game.
Robinson chips that high. Lovely bat out of the air by Paquette. Throws a hit on Reddick as well. And a shot comes in that's blocked, but Paquette is the danger man on his line at the moment.
Strachan had a look as well, though, didn't he, Gaz Paquette? I really like that fortune. What a great hit. He's just taken a big man down. I like this guy, number 47, Danik Paquette, but I think Tyson Strachan's taken a note of his number.
Bendevolio, his pass isn't to a red jersey, and now Lowers has a few inches to skate into. For Shane. What a goal would do now for either team. And that's an icing call.
Well, this is going to be a tired Devils unit that's out there right now. So the Blaze will want to get to the circle as quickly as possible to try and get this face off. And I was wondering whether Ben Bounds might suddenly find his the strap of his pad a little bit loose. But no, we're going for it. And the Devils need to win this face off and get it out and try and get some fresh bodies on the ice.
Won by the Blaze as well. Lowers gets it back. Looking for a deflection to the side of the net. Reddick can't get out. Reddick has another goal. And a third, and then he does eventually get it out of the zone. Haddad, though, can't get it forward. Now Cochrane, he has a teammate up ahead, and it's blocked by Tyson Strachan. No ice in there, didn't have the legs.
It's a huge play from Strachan because Reddick does well on the puck battle but doesn't get the puck deep. So the Devils, with the long change, are getting bodies off the ice and leave themselves exposed to an odd man rush. Tyson Strachan made a great block by keeping his stick detail so good in the passing lane.
And we've not seen this for some games, John, just a team forcing the Devils just to chip out of their own zone. And there's been a clear game plan from the Blaze to frustrate the Devils, and it's going to be fascinating in the period break here to see how Andrew Lord adjusts as the Devils last 10 seconds here. Do they have one more chance in them? Asselin lays it off, is out in front, and Asselin can't put it past Nastyuk, and Pope can't hit the one-timer. And we go in all square. The only goal of this one was from Lake off the rebound after excellent work from Paquette. There isn't too much more I think we can add, John. This one's set up for a cracker of a third period.
It is. It's beautifully poised in this first of two great nights of entertainment, and I think you made a very good comment.
The Clean Cut Sports Twitter account, the Coventry Blaze Twitter account. Yeah, it's Pete Ballinger and all family, and Replay Rob, who's been in touch tonight, and of course Ed Kimberley and Stu Coles, our commentary counterparts, everyone involved with Clean Cut Sports. I hope you've had a very nice Christmas. I hope you're enjoying the coverage tonight as well. Please check them out for the return leg tomorrow. You won't want to miss that one if it's anything like this one. Warrand comes over the blue line early, and that's taking a deflection up into the netting, but the intent is clear from the Blaze.
You're absolutely right. Just to add to your points, Clean Cut guys, absolutely great. It's a superb product, but you know, along with our boss guys, I don't know if there's a nicer guy in hockey than Pete Ballinger. He's always a pleasure to deal with, whether it's Coventry or whether he's come down to Cardiff, and he's done a great job on that production for a number of years, and you know, he even puts up with us sometimes. So Pete, we wish you and the team a very happy Christmas.
I think I'm running to Coventry with the first to offer a webcast service, certainly one of the early adopters to set the tone. Open the door to unleash me and you on an unsuspecting public.
So he's not all good then.
Andrew Hotham. He's Joey Martin, and you sense Martin's ice time and Hotham's ice time may increase the longer this third period goes, the longer it stays at 2 apiece, as we're going to go offside here.
But I'm interested to see the role of Mark Lewis, and again, this is something you and I mentioned off camera. If the Devils do perhaps shorten their bench and run with their big guns, it's likely that his ice time will perhaps be minimal as a forward in this third period. And I just think in this kind of rivalry game, this intense game, where maybe the Devils need a spark because they're not playing up to their usual high standards tonight, I'd always have Mark Lewis on the ice. So it will be a shame if his ice time is limited in this final 20 minutes.
Certainly an atmosphere you can tell what a loss would mean to both of these teams. They don't want to give an inch. They don't want to be the ones to make that mistake.
I think it's been well refereed tonight. There might be a flashpoint in this third period, and I'll have to take that back, but I think the game has flowed. It's been aggressive. It's been a little feisty, but the referee has just called the penalties that need to be called, and I think the game has benefited from it.
Here's Lake stepping over. He's up against Almer, who takes that puck away, and now Asselin leaves it for Fournier. Fournier straight across, and it was a deflection, but it doesn't trouble Nastyuk, but the puck is now with Asselin. He tries to find Almer. Almer does well just to keep that moving. Now Bentavolio. Bentavolio throws it back down for Asselin, and Asselin can't collect it.
It looks like Asselin and Morissette have just swapped a little bit. Morissette did go out with Pope and Martin a few times against Dundee and Braehead, but Asselin started the night on that line. Now he's going out with Bentavolio and Ulmer.
Forward for Venus. But he's taken off by Paris, and now Strachan comes forward for the Devils, steps over the blue line, throws it into the corner. Now Mark Lewis is on the ice. Mark Lewis finishes his hit. Out in front, it's going to be called here.
It's going to be elbows. Was his arm a little high? Yeah. I don't know. We'll wait to see on that. And I'm always the bad guy who spots a potential infraction. I think this. Yeah, I think the elbow's up a little bit there. I think that's Mark Lewis doing what I suggested he should do for the Cardiff Devils and looking to make a hit, but he just gets the positioning of that arm a little wrong. The elbow's high, and I don't have a whole lot of problem with that call.
So it was your fault then?
Most things are. You've been talking to my wife.
Power play opportunity for the Coventry Blaze. That call has not gone down well here with the home crowd. But the elbow did make contact. Dingle. Corshane. Corshane feeds it across. Venus can't quite handle it, but does manage to send it back down and around, and the Blaze will just cycle this, looking for an opening. Hotham does well though on the penalty kill, but he can't get it out. Strong work here, but is Hotham running the risk maybe of another penalty being called? Still with it now. Now Martin's forward, and Bentavolio has Hotham and Martin up for support. Martin can't collect it, neither can Hotham. And there was all sorts going on in that scrum there. Ferrara, Corshane, Robinson's fans on that one, but the Devils can't get out. Robinson again just eases it forward. Lovely skies shot in the end from Paquette, and the Blaze look to set up once more. Hotham, that is a slash on the play, and this is going to be 4-on-4 here. The Blaze with an offensive zone penalty, and Danny Stewart will be angry at that one.
He will be, and Danny Stewart referred to it in his interview he did with Ed Kimberley. I believe he's also done a program article with Stu Coles when he talks about this. The Blaze power play is going around about 12%. It is the worst in the league, and I've been impressed with the Blaze tonight. That's a clear slashing call. I've been impressed with the Blaze tonight, but their penalty kill, their power play just hurts them. And it has done all season. And you know, you looked at that second unit there, and you've got guys like Ferrara and Venus on it. Guys I like, really good character players, but are they the setup guys you want on a power play unit? You know, my money probably not. So I know there's a depth issue at the moment. I know the Blaze are looking to bring bodies in, but that power play is really hurting them.
So we're going to skate 4-on-4 for the next 33 seconds, and then the Devils will go on the power play.
Yeah, it's Ben Lake who's sitting for the slash, and I guess more often than not, when you break an opponent's stick, it's a visible sign to the referee that he's going to have to call a penalty there. And the Devils, we know, have been effective on the power play tonight, so it's important that they have possession of the puck when that penalty to Mark Lewis ends, to try and get in the zone as quickly as possible and get set up.
15 seconds of 4-on-4 remains. The Blaze here with Anilov come over the blue line. Can they get ahead before this power play can start? Valorant. Just at the blue line, Patterson just needs to keep possession. That was intelligent play there from Patterson. He knew that there was a man coming out of the box. He didn't want to put his team under undue pressure. 1 minute and 10 seconds of power play time for the Devils to work in there. Morissette has Martin on the backhand, and he scores! He is always the man. He may be the greatest of all time in a Devils shirt. And he is the person that has got the go-ahead goal, 3-2 here in Cardiff.
Andrew Lord will be delighted. This is a deliberate set play, hitting the guy late. 3 men overlapping in that blue line, so the Coventry coverage player doesn't know who to go with. This is beautiful zone entry. This comes down to Andrew Lord. That is a set power play goal. Guys, I'm going to ask, maybe in the next break of play, can we see that goal again? Because it'd be lovely to see the work that Andrew Lord does into his power play unit and his power play systems. That is a set play, and it works to absolute perfection. And to your point, Gaz, Joey Martin, perhaps the greatest of all time, a big goal scorer in big games. Well, there's a lot of hockey to come in this one, but Joey Martin has given the Devils the lead again, and a little bit of separation from the pesky Blaze who have just been causing the Devils problems all night. And in the next break of play, we'll look to see that goal again, because I just think the whole setup is a thing of beauty. Look how the puck gets dropped back, as we see so often in the NHL, for a guy coming late through the neutral zone at speed. Then the Devils have 3 men on the far blue line who just outnumber the Blaze. And as a result, they're able to get a couple of free guys, and the passing is crisp, superb. It's just a lovely set play.
Yeah, and maybe when we look at it again, we can talk about Jake Morissette's role in that as well, because it was all about Martin as there's a hit down in the corner between Pope and Klotch, and now they maybe get to renew rivalries here. Pope with a rim around the boards, and how is this going to change the dynamic of this game? Because Coventry, for all their frustration and for all their good work in this game, they were looking dangerous moving forward. Now find themselves behind again. Can they respond as superbly as they did in periods 1 and 2 as Hotham flashes that one wide? Matthew Myers finds Hotham, a little bit of space, and that one doesn't get to Nafsiuk. That's actually in the shorts of Joey Haddad.
So first of all, look at the set play of this puck dropped deep from Fournier. We see this a lot in the NHL, the guy coming late. Martin gives it wide, there's 3 guys there, and the Coventry Blaze man doesn't know who to take. Morissette gets good zone entry. Martin continues to go to the net after being the guy who's come late in the first instance. You're absolutely right, guys. It's a beautiful feed from Morissette and a lovely forehand, backhand finish from Martin. But that's just an entire set play drawn up by Andrew Lord, working to absolute perfection.
You could just kind of sense it as it was building that it was going to go in. And the second that that pass hit Martin's stick, there was an air of expectancy around this arena.
It's not a coast-to-coast goal, Gaz, but that's, I gotta say, that's probably my favorite goal of the season. Just beautiful team goal, set play. I think that was a real thing of beauty.
And I know that that greatest of all time call will probably pop up in the highlights, and I'll probably be derided by fans of other teams for maybe going a little bit over the top in what is a 3-2 advantage at the moment for the Devils. But it's a topic that's been talked about. Neil Francis has thrown Joey Martin's hat in the ring for that, and you know, maybe this is a case of people actually knowing what they've got before it's gone. Backhand play. Haddad couldn't find a shooting lane. That was an excellent stick put in his way by Anilov. The work rate of the Blaze at both ends of the ice tonight has been outstanding. Strachan dumps that in. Reddick makes sure there's no out. Robinson at the second time of asking does. And now Paquette comes forward. The Blaze need to make a change. And DeFolio leaves it for Strachan. Now Asselin. Asselin gets it back. And DeFolio does well to skate in front of Clements. And now Asselin tries to pull a move, but that's good defense once more. Puck thrown to the back stick. There was Dingle there lurking with intent. Hotham. He can't get it out, but Alma collects the loose puck. Asselin. Asselin trying to get towards net. Has to leave it for Bendevolio. Bentivoglio tries to find Asselin. And my oh my, what a hand-eye coordination goal that would have been. Off them now. And the Devils, buoyed by that goal, are spending a little bit more time in the Blaze defensive zone than maybe they were in the first two periods. But now here come the Blaze again. Pass down low for Dingle. Of course, Shane, he pulls a nice move against the boards, off them with a hit. Now the Devils will be looking for a change. Pope skips his way forward. This has got to be a penalty here.
High sticks on Pope, yeah. He makes a move, he uses the board, and he tries to lift his stick over the Blaze player, and I think he catches the Blaze player up high. It's certainly not deliberate, but look, as he tries to move, it's a frustrating one, but I guess letter of the law, you got to be in control of your stick at all times, and whilst it might have been a little bit of a love tap, the stick is high and it catches the Blaze player, so I think the referee is going to call that by the book every day of the week.
So that's going to kill the Devils' momentum they were building, and the Blaze have an opportunity to get this level again. Robinson. And you can just kind of see it in their body language, the Blaze. They believe that they can get this level. Anilov, whose shot is just wide. Strachan has some time to tick the seconds down. He finds Martin. Martin pulls a move. He finds Strachan, who shoots, and that's just over. The confidence of this Devils team, though. You can see it there. And now Strachan is killing a penalty. Throws that one forward. Morissette is going to put Nasiak under pressure, but he deals with that admirably. And now the Blaze move forward with Valoran. He tries to pull a move, and it goes all the way back down the ice. 1 minute and 5 left on the power play for Coventry. This Ice Arena Wales crowd feeling like their team needs a little bit of a boost. That's going to be another penalty on the play. It's going to be a 5-on-3. 48 seconds of 5-on-3 upcoming for the Blaze. Farina will sit for 2.
Yeah, again, it's certainly not a huge slash, and Farina's unhappy, but he just got caught a little bit flat-footed with the Blaze player going on the outside, and there was, a stick across the hands. And in this day and age, the culture of the game that we see filtered down from the NHL and always comes to the UK maybe a couple of seasons afterwards, that's a call that's been made in the NHL for a couple of years now. It wasn't a hard slash, it wasn't going to cause an injury, but it was a stick across the gloves, a stick across the hands. And again, referee Perry has probably got every right to call that.
Jordan Petrus. The Devils hurt the Blaze when they had a 5-on-3 opportunity. Can Valoran and his team do the same? Little stick from Martin. Petrus, 25 seconds of 5-on-3 left. Shane, back down, Dingle with a shot, and that's blocked. Martin can't get it out though. Valoran, Shane. Valoran looking for some open space, he can't find it. It's now 5-on-4, Matt Pope returns to the ice. And it's there, it's come off Richardson. It was fed through, Richardson tried to block it, and it finds its way through bounds. The Blaze do tie it up 3 apiece.
Ryan Dingle is the goal scorer, trying to feed that puck to the front of the net. The Blaze don't score a lot of power play goals. There was a sense of a little bit of panic in this, just trying to get pucks to the front of the net. But Dingle, maybe he's earned a little bit of puck luck tonight, the way he and his team have worked. Mark Richardson, the unfortunate party there, as Dingle throws that in front. Richardson looking to get into the passing lane, to block that pass, redirects it past Ben Bounds. I guess the only good thing you could say from a Devils point of view, it didn't happen on the 5-on-3, the goal happened on the 5-on-4, so we're now back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Blaze don't have extended power play time.
And the Devils move forward. Alma's got Benevolio up for support. Passes two over the stick though. Reddick dumps this in. What a final 10 minutes with it for us. Benevolio takes one to the head, but there's not a call on the play.
That's a bad hit, Gaz, and we're going to come back to the four-man system again.
Ulmer on the backhand, just wide. Asselin dressed at the pads of Nastyuk. I don't think Nastyuk knew a heck of a lot about that, but he makes the save as Reddick keeps it in at the blue line, but he just loses it at the vital moment.
Yeah, I can only assume referee Perry hasn't seen that, because if he has seen it, he's got to call it, and maybe he's looking to call a major on that, and certainly Tyson Strachan wasn't happy. Paquette, who's been so good all game, but that could have caused his team a lot of problems. What it has done, sorry Cass, is up the ante now. I think you were just going to say it. So with that non-call, we might suddenly see a lot more infractions and a lot more physicality.
Devils dumped that in for Pope to chase. Martin. Morissette. Pope finds Martin, but he can't get the shot off. That was a good stick from Lowers. Paris puts the hit in, and maybe that could have been one as well. Another hit coming in, and it's starting to ramp up here. Fournier looking to put it away and can't. Haddad to Fournier. Trying to find Farina. Hotham. Another play cut out by the Blaze defense. They're getting sticks, arms, legs, whatever they can on anything. They're really battling for that badge tonight. Another hit comes in this from Hotham. Asselin. Farina. Haddad tries to put that towards net. Hotham. I think that was a pass looking for Haddad. Haddad can't handle. Hotham just about can, and then loses it. Shame for the Blaze. Richardson pins his man up against the boards. And Haddad will stick handle his way out, and that was Paquette looking with intent there.
Yeah, Paquette's headhunting a little bit. He's been so good all game, but whilst he's trying to keep his team's momentum, I don't know. He's walking a little bit of a tightrope at the moment.
But what it has done is cause Hotham to jump up into the play, and now the Devils are a little bit all at sea in their own end, and the Blaze are looking to take the lead here. A goal here, and the Blaze will be favourites. The Clemens keeps that in at the blue line. Deflection is going up and over, and for a second I thought I was going to fall in behind bounds, but it falls back to Clemens at the blue line. And Richardson gets it to safe place from the Devils, and Hotham goes down, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know if we can see that one again, but this one's kicked in alive.
This has. Everyone in the UK is going to hate me, but Paquette is just one of those players I have a grudging respect for. He's you got to hate him if he's not on your team. Fans will hate him, players will hate him, but boy, does he get his team going, and he certainly is a notable addition tonight compared to the last game these teams played in Cardiff back in October.
Strachan. And the Blaze again, as they have done all night, they were under a pressure 2-3 minutes, and it looked like they may be going to concede, but the way that they responded and the way that they are responding now is just night and day to the past few seasons.
But channeling the spirit of Aled Lloyd, if Paquette's looking to dominate the ice like that, wouldn't you look at a guy like Mark Lewis or Justin Farina just to match up a little bit. We've seen Tyson Strachan and Andrew Hotham get involved in that, but perhaps those guys are going to have key roles in the remaining 5 minutes of this game. I'd like to see a Farina or a Lewis maybe step across to Paquette a little.
Lowers. Haddad does well just to stand up Anilov there. Now Matthew Myers. Haddad. Farina, and his shot is blocked. Dingle does well at the blue line. Fournier. Just knocked down by Ulmer on the way in. Lowers can't clear it, but now has an outlet to Anilov. Now the Blaze got a chance right out in front, and Dingle sends it wide. What a chance that was for the Blaze to get what you would have to think would have been a crucial goal, a real go-ahead goal, possibly the winning goal.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dingle had the game on his stick there, and that could work in one or two ways. The Blaze maybe take confidence from that again, continue to build momentum, or does it hit them a little bit because that was such a key chance? You know, but Dingle, I think, could have won the game there for the Coventry Blaze. So we're speaking to the guys in the truck to see whether we could have a look at some of the contentious issues we've seen in the last 5 minutes or so, but there are around about 12,000 that they're cycling through right now. So if you've got your favourites, send in a postcard.
Ulmer dumps this in. Ulmer gets it back. Hotham. His shot is blocked, and again, that hurt Paquette there. But that just goes to show the sacrifice. He needs to get off here, Paquette. In behind, Bendevolio. Look how many white shirts were between the puck and Nastiuk there. Hotham. Paquette is still hurt and still blocking shots. And he'll get it here, and it's a 2-on-1. Shot comes in, and Bounds has to make the save. You have to wonder how much Paquette was thinking about that leg there when he was making that play.
Yeah, but Paquette kind of did his job because Andrew Hotham lost his head and went to the corner to make a hit, took himself out of position. That was a 2-on-1. So as the agitated role, again, the guy you love to hate, Paquette is doing his job.
Dumped in. Coventry once more win that puck. Pope sends it in. What a battle this one has been.
I'd advise Paquette not to take that skate off because I don't think he'll be going back on.
Ice Arena Wales crowd want a penalty for a trip on Matt Pope, but it's not given. And now the Blaze come forward as we're into the last 2 minutes of this third period. Touched by Reddick. Haddad will collect it. Haddad has ice to skate into. Haddad. Still Haddad. Fournier. Throws it. Wide. Haddad. Fournier. Shoots it. Doesn't get to Nastiuk this time. Comes off the linesman there, and the Devils just dump it into the corner. Nastiuk with a rim around the boards for Shane. Anilov forward. Bounds will settle this down for Fournier, who has ice to skate into. Very ably chased, though, by Valorant. Bendevolio. Cut out, though. 30 seconds remain. Turnover, Robinson. Shot comes in. Bounds has to make the save. A microcosm of this game, that sequence of play in many ways.
Couldn't agree more, guys. The Devils not getting quality zone entry And as a result, there were turnovers in the neutral zone. And the Blaze come at speed. This is the fastest Coventry Blaze team I've seen for quite some time. And they're hitting that zone with speed and with bodies. And Ben Bounds had to make another good save. 22 seconds left, you know. Overtime is favourite, but I'm not writing anything off. We could have any outcome here. It's been an enthralling game.
Devils win that crucial draw. Sent around by Strachan for Bentavolio. Now Hotham has it. Hotham and Strachan have been sent out for this last few seconds as well, John, and we've talked about it all night. As that's going to tick down, and 4 seconds left. There's an icing call. But Strachan and Hotham were the two sent out for that crucial last few seconds, John.
Yeah, Strachan's minutes just continue to go up, and very sensible and good hockey IQ there. He really upped the Jets to get back, to get that icing call and with as much time on the clock as possible. So the Devils get 4 seconds to work with as opposed to maybe 1 or 2. Drew Paris lining up behind Joey Martin. We know he's got the cannon. Can Martin get the puck back to him?
Paris with a shot and a pad save. And one at the end, and we've got a little scrap here. There's a shot from Noble against Bentavolio, and what's going to happen here? Hotham's come over now. Another glove shot from Noble. Hotham's gone round, and another one from Noble. I think Hotham went round to try and draw one.
Well, yeah, and I think referee Perry wants to call this even, and probably will call it even, but at some point you've got to say Noble's got to take a roughing call there after putting the glove into the face of 2 different players. I think, you know, there was only you and me left in the arena he hadn't put the glove in the face of. So,
and he wanted to.
And you know, you can understand that. But other referees would have called that a roughing call going into overtime. Referee Perry perhaps reading the emotion of the game and not wanting him to be a deciding factor in this game. It looks like he's going to let the guys go 4-on-4, but Kevin Noble, who's been good tonight, who's battled hard tonight, I think there put himself in a little bit of a vulnerable position.
So overtime looms. Devils do pick up another point, which I guess you can't sniff at this stage of the season, John. But they'll be on that bench now, really wanting that second one. But the Blaze will think that their hard work has earned them this extra digit in the points column.
Well, I think the Blaze here, with the shorter bench, they're going to rely on, you know, maybe 4 key guys here. Valorant, Cochane, Robinson, Dingle. I suspect we'll see them in the rotation and won't see too much of Paquette now. And for the Devils, I'm going to tell a lie. Paquette's starting on the ice, or is he just trying to skate off that injury, Gaz?
I think he's just having a little look to see how badly injured he is. He's certainly limping as he goes off the ice, and his skates hit the solid floor. So maybe a little bit more of a worry for a Blaze going into tomorrow then.
It would be a worry, I think, more for tomorrow, because I say I don't think Paquette would get a lot of time in this 5-minute overtime. Interesting, the Devils start with Pope and Asselin, and you know, Asselin's the guy with the silky skills. Sorry, 3-on-3 overtime. I said 4-on-4 a moment ago. 3-on-3 overtime. Asselin's the guy with the silky skills. With this room to work in, he could be the key guy for the Devils early on in this overtime period.
Yeah, we're still playing the EA Sports style computer game overtime.
You can't beat NHL 94. They really peaked at that one.
What's a change of line here, John?
Well, Andrew Law just likes to make me look a fool as often as possible, and in his latest move,
have they maybe had a look at who's out there for Coventry and adjusted accordingly?
Well, you know, you want a strong centre to match up against Valorant, and Joey Martin looks like he's going to be that guy, but we know all about Bentavolio's creativity. The one thing I'd say about Bentavolio in 3-on-3, he's shifty, he's skillful, maybe doesn't have the foot speed of some other forwards, and you know, with so much room to ice in, he's got to make sure he's on the right side of the puck. And Gleason Fournier, is he going to start in place of Andrew Hotham? Gleason Fournier, if he gets possession of the puck, well, he could skate from here to Coventry. He's that good.
the delay is that Kipper, who's in charge of the goal line technology, I think has kicked the plug out of his laptop, and they have to have that live for any contentious issues. So I think we're just waiting for that to reboot.
Kipper, get off the Bedworth Rugby Forum and get that goal line technology back in. I say that respectfully from about 30 feet away. I would never say that to Kipper's face. He'd make a bouncer cower with our Kipper, who's down there with the goal line technology. And just in our brief little interlude, we see the goals again from the third period, and this is the goal that I've been waxing lyrical about, this set play on the power play, a great team goal, designed exactly as Andrew Lord would like it. Lovely pass from Morissette, great forehand, backhand play from Martin, giving Nastjuk no chance, drawing him out of position. And at that stage again, like we've thought a number of times tonight, Gaz, maybe the Devils would go on to control the game, use their excellent game management and see it out, but no such luck. This is puck luck for the Blaze, but maybe puck luck that they deserve with the work rate they've shown tonight, and it goes in off Richardson, finding the 5-hole, and a little break for the Blaze on the power play, but as I say, one, their work rate probably justified.
We've got a feel for Mark Richardson this season. That's the second time that his attempt at a desperation to keep the puck out of his own net has resulted in it going the other way, and he's such an able defenseman. Just to have that luck twice in a season is something quite remarkable, isn't it?
It is unfortunate, but credit to Dingle. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to get the puck into a dangerous area towards the net. The Blaze power play hasn't been great this year, so maybe you just try and simplify it and get the puck to those high percentage areas as quickly as possible, as often as possible. Dingle throws the puck towards the net, and he gets a little bit of luck. But as I say, I wouldn't begrudge the Blaze their point tonight, and who knows, they might well be taking 2 back to Coventry. What I would say, Gaz, we praised Clean Clutch Sports earlier, and of course their webcast will be great tomorrow, but if you've got a chance, get to the Sky Dome, because I think what have been minor niggles tonight might turn into full-blown spats tomorrow, and it's going to be a great game in Coventry.
It certainly is. I wonder what happens if this laptop is beyond repair.
We maybe get Kipper doing some courtroom sketches up at the far end.
Well, that was the CHL experience, wasn't it? It looks like it's live. And it looks like we're ready to get underway here. Dingle up against Martin in the face-off dot. Martin wins the draw, and Fournier wants to move forward, but Valorandu, the work rate from him tonight for a top scorer has been phenomenal. Martin, Fournier, back to Martin. Martin pinned up against the boards, but does manage to get the puck out. And the volley up against Valoran, but Valoran was strong. Now it's a 2-on-1. Dingles through, Bones makes the save, and Martin comes the other way. He's got Bendevolio busted again, and uncharacteristically, Martin mishandles.
Great play from Dingle, though, using his stick. He's the last man coming back. He uses his stick to push Valoran to get him closer to the play, to turn it from a 2-on-1 into a 2-on-2. That's just hockey nous from Dingle. I really like plays like that.
Pope now. And the play breaks down. Asselin's in on the forecheck, and the Blaze come forward through Anilov. Anilov sets it up at the point. Comes out of the zone to keep possession. Interesting tackle.
You see Anilov out there and you think, wow, that's a surprising play. But then again, it's not. That guy's played 15 games in the SHL. You've got to be a fantastic skater to play those games. So he would be a very key guy to use on a 3-on-3 overtime situation where there's just a lot of ice to skate into.
Great patience being shown by Coventry on this 3-on-3. I think that many times a gung-ho approach and a river hockey approach can leave you very exposed. but there seems to be a real control and a real thought process got into how they're going to handle this 3-on-3. A wraparound attempt here. They're just hoping that the Devil will lose their assignment. They're hoping that a lapse in concentration as that puck comes out of the zone again, but they seem quite happy just as long as they have possession. The Blaze look comfortable as the Devils go for a quick change. Klotz comes over the blue line. Petrus up against Joey Martin. Bendevolio doesn't let his Robinson get around him, and now Klotz at the blue line, and again, just looking to keep possession.
And they've had possession for nigh on a minute now.
And now maybe they have a chance. Dingle is offside.
But it is, again, just an example of how composed Coventry have been all night, that in this 3-on-3 situation, they're the ones that have dominated puck possession against the league champions, the team who are the hottest ticket in the country right now, the Cardiff Devils. And we've seen that all night. The Blaze have fallen behind, and just when you think that, as has perhaps been the lesson of recent seasons, the Devils will go away, score a couple of goals and shut the game, put the game to bed, the Blaze have just come back. They've worked their way back in. They've shown tenacity. They've shown patience. They've shown good offensive skills, and that's continued through to this overtime.
Fournier under pressure from Dingle, but looks to use his skating ability to get round him. And he's got into the zone. He looks for Farina, and that was an excellent pass. But Farina couldn't handle it. And now up the other end, Valorant wide. Gleason Fournier with a moment of magic. Farina just couldn't finish it off.
I got a Christmas turkey stitch just watching him make that play, and then the Blaze came back up the other end. This typifies the game tonight. It's fascinating.
Valorant up against Hotham, and Martin pulls a move, and there's a clear trip there. Perham looks straight at it, but he doesn't call it. Poke with a drive, and that's a good pad save. Hotham just throws that towards net and was looking for Joey Martin. And now there's a sticker, and now he's called Hotham. Lake with a shot, a pad save. The final minute will be a 4-on-3 power play, and well, I'm surprised at that one.
I'm surprised. The reason being, Gaz, that is a penalty. That is a hooking goal. But if you're going to put the whistle away in the pocket in overtime, which I don't mind, it's got to be for both sides. And there certainly was a trip on Andrew Hotham, which the referee looked at. I think that, yeah, that's a call. Any other time in the game, that's a call. But referee Perry has to show consistency there. He's called the hook, and if you take that as an individual play, I agree with that call. But a moment ago, Valorant actually wraps his glove around Hotham's leg and pulls him down, and referee Perry was looking at it. I think there's got to be a consistency issue there in overtime. If you're the type of referee who says the whistle's going in the pocket, well, the whistle goes in the pocket.
There was only 2 Devils players out there, John, as well. That doesn't seem right to me. Surely you would go 4-on-3.
Yeah, it's a 4-on-3. Whether Andrew Law just trying to eke out as much time as possible in addition to his timeout. I do think this game has been called tonight, but I called well tonight, but I really don't like that call. Just in terms of consistency within 30 seconds.
56 seconds remain in this overtime period. The Blaze will have all of it as power play time unless they get the winner. Matthew Myers is sent out against Dingle for what will be a vital face-off, and Dingle wins it. They've been patient on this power play of the Blaze. Petrus lays it off for Valorant. Now Petrus with a little bit of room. And Petrus looks to go back door. Myers falls over. And Corshane now will tread the blue line. Petrus now looking for Valorant again. Corshane. Valorant. course, Shane fans on it. The Devils get it out. 15 seconds remain.
Matthew Myers and particularly Mark Richardson, fantastic job on that penalty kill. Just took a lot of options away. There was no shooting or passing lanes whatsoever.
Petrus. Valoran just makes a move. He's getting in there. And what a save that is from Bounds at the death. At the very last second, Ben Bounds dives across his net to keep out the blaze. We're going to penalty shots, but what a Christmas cracker we've had here tonight.
Yeah, we might want to see a replay of that one, guys, if we could get it. A lot of patience there from Valoran. I was waiting to hear the buzzer in my ear because I thought there was only sort of 4 seconds left when he had possession of the puck, but he didn't rush to get the shot off once he'd beaten Tyson Strachan. He drew everyone towards him, then feathered a lovely pass across, and Ben Bounds, well, his catalogue of worldly saves just continues to grow, as that is quite literally a game saver. And the guys in the truck have managed to get this in super slow. Valoran, a lot of patience. The clock's against him here. But he draws everyone towards him, and Coach Jane gets the shot off quickly. Ben Bounds, the brick wall for the Cardiff Devils for nigh on 4 seasons now, and he keeps the Devils in the game. He gives them a chance to win, but of course the last penalty shot shootout contest the Devils had against the Belfast Giants, they didn't actually manage to convert from. Gaz, you were on commentary that time, 6 or 7 shots, and the Giants took that one. So the Devils will be looking for better luck tonight.
And here's Dingle up against Bounds. Dingle goes wide. He's coming in. Then he scores! He opened up the 5-hole superbly. And Dingle gets Coventry off to a perfect start.
Beautiful penalty shot. How wide he goes on Bounds. We don't see him in picture yet. Trust me, he's wide. And then he comes in and opens up the 5-hole, as Gaz says. Everything just beautifully done with that goal.
Joey Martin. The pressure's on him a little bit here. He needs to score this in many ways. Martin shoots, but the door is closed.
Yeah, that's Martin's go-to move on the penalty shots. Usually Morissette leads off for the Devils. It's Martin. He looks to go backhand, forehand to open up the 5-hole, but never really got Nastasiuk to bite on that at all.
Valoran has the game on his stick. Tries to away, Bounds saves. Although Valoran never really got the shot off there.
Yeah, Valoran had set Bounds down there. If he'd been able to keep control of this puck, I think he could have flipped it in. Bounds did bite on the play, but Valoran just loses control. And this guy has been the penalty shot king for the Devils for a few seasons now. This is an important time for him to step up and keep the Devils in this encounter.
Morissette. In a Nastasiuk, he scores! He pulls the move and slots it away. Captain Fantastic does it again.
He comes in at more speed, Gaz, than he did against Belfast. He backs Nastasiuk up. A couple of moves there, Nastasiuk bites.
And now Paquette, who has really been influential in this game, comes up against Bounds. And he doesn't get a shot off. He'll be disappointed with himself. He looked like he had too many options going around his mind there, John.
Well, it was a very slow build-up, and you expect from a slow build-up maybe a little bit of speed at the end to really catch Bounds out. And of course, on an ice that's cut up like this, you don't want to overplay too much. Asselin does have the game on his stick.
Here's Patrick Asselin up against Nastasiuk. Asselin's bobbling all over his stick and at the vital time. And his shot was weak at the end of it. You talk about that cut up ice, John.
Well, that's it. Perfect example of what we said before. You don't want to have to make too many moves on this ice because it's chippy. A lot of time going at speed, minimal moves, and just get that shot away. There's a little bit of a rotation now. The Devils go first on the second round, and they send out the guy who just scored with a beautiful move a minute ago, Jake Morissette. Can the captain continue his superb form and really put the Blaze under pressure, or is Nastasiuk the man who, as he has done tonight, rise to the occasion yet again?
So Morissette looking for his second penalty shot goal of the evening. Pulls that move again, and this time he goes for the shot, and Nastyuk makes the save.
Yeah, Morissette looks to bear to his left, then go back against the grain towards the right of Nastyuk and go under the glove. Nastyuk tracks it and makes a very good save.
Jordan Petrus for the Blaze. He can take the points back to the Coventry Blaze. He doesn't. Bounds makes the pad save.
Gaz, this save is even better because Bounds loses his edge on this play. Petrus, if he moves the puck a little bit quicker and gets a bit more elevation, he scores this goal. I'm not sure whether we're going to see it. It happened a little bit before that, but Bounds lost an edge. Great recovery from Ben Bounds.
Joey Martin looks to take the lead in this shootout now. Martin's got a bit wider. Good save again from Nastyuk. He tracked Martin's move all the way. So again, the advantage spins to the Blaze.
I think here Martin's got to look to go along the ice and open up the 5-hole if he's gone backhand side. That puck bobbles on him again, it's on edge. And in the end, it turns out to be a reasonably easy save from Nastyuk.
Dingle, can he finish this one? He's gone wide again. Is he going to do something similar? He isn't, and he just takes it too wide and shoots wide.
Well, I like his moves, and this one reminded me of a penalty shot by Guillaume Doucet for the Hull Stingrays a few years ago. Bounds does well, though, staying with the puck. Credit to Ben Bounds. Have we got Matt Pope going out on the penalty shot, and we know he's got a great release. I wonder whether he won't go for the moves, guys. He'll just look to get this shot off.
He's in on Nastyuk. Pope hits the post!
Well, goes against everything I says. He backs Nastyuk right the way up, and with his long reach, he goes as tight as possible and then looks to move it to the far side. Hits the post, unlucky. Similar to Dingle, nice move, but no goal.
Valorand, he scored more goals in the league than anyone else. This one will finish the game, and Bounds saves. We now switch around again, I believe, after the rotation of 3.
So does Bounds save or does this hit the post? Certainly I think it comes off a weird part of Bounds. If it does, the angle it comes out on. I think that might be inside post and out. And I don't know, now Mike Rand goes up against your mum in the next round of penalty shots, Gaz. And
so now it appears the rotation doesn't change after the next 3, and the Devils continue. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here, but Joey Haddad's going to try and score regardless. Haddad. Off the bar, and it's there! It comes off the goalie and goes in! Initially waved off, but the bounce hits the pad.
Well, you talk about a little bit of puck luck. Maybe Haddad's got it here, but I like what he does. He's got a great shot. There's no moves here. Just get the shot away. It hits the bar. It bounces back. It comes off the skate of Nastyuk. Very unlucky at him, but it's not a secondary opportunity. I would assume the play is still in motion there. The play is not dead. It hasn't been saved, so I think that should be a good goal.
I think the puck has to stop moving in that situation, and at no point does it. Now, Danny Stewart is going to contest it. There's a little conversation going on at the boards as you watch this one. That carries on moving that puck. And that's my understanding and interpretation of the rules. Perry's coming over here to review it while this is going on. Wow.
I don't think that play is dead. I think it's unlucky. Maybe I've got a different interpretation of the rules, but a save hadn't been made. And the Devils are looking to get representation across here. Is Morissette saying you can't review this? Morissette has certainly been sent across by Coach Lord as we see another replay. Boy, what a game we've had tonight. Haddad, though, just gets this shot off as I'd recommend on this ice. And, you know, you could have a puck come off the glove hand and fall into the net and be called a goal.
It's been given eventually. So, Ben Bounds now has the opportunity to keep the points in Cardiff. It's Dingle again. I'm not quite sure how he's allowed to take this one. There's a different rotation, but he's doing it. Bounce saves! No, he doesn't! Bounce saying he made the first save. And Dingle's... Is this going to get reviewed?
I think Dingle fans on it. I think there's two motion. Is he going to argue that he's had a first shot? But I think he fans on it.
Oh.
Do you classify that as a shot? Now I'm going to go way back in history. 1990 Wembley shootout. Steve Moria had the puck roll off his stick, and the racers challenged that, and the referee said no, it wasn't constituted or deemed a shot. I think that, I think that's going to stand, and I would probably go with that. I don't know. At this stage, I don't know.
So it's not going to be reviewed, this one. The dad's just going to take his shot again. And he scores! Joey Haddad rips one past Nastiuk. It's advantage Devils again. But we got more drama coming up, folks. And Happy New Year to you all, because I think the clock just struck midnight on Big Ben.
But Haddad again just using his shot, backs the netminder up, nothing fancy. Just get the shot away. I don't know what's going to happen now. Maybe he's going to bring a cannon out and shoot the puck out of it.
Danny Stewart is contesting something here again, and Valorant is going to try and keep this one going. Valorant never gets bounds, and it's saved! The Devils hit 10 in a row in the league of Boxing Day. The Devils take the points in what has been a remarkable Elite League fixture year for this Christmas cracker.
Last penalty shot of the night from Valorant, and we're going to have the replay of it, guys. Don't worry, the guys in the truck are saying they're trying, but the Wi-Fi is gone. Anyone who's been to Rice Arena Wales knows that's an issue. Todd Kelman, if you're watching on your skiing trip, that's your job now. But for the Devils, Todd and the Devils are going to be pretty happy. Here we go. Valorant comes in and makes a move again. I think he fans on it a little bit. Does the puck roll on him? Does Bounds get a little poke check, maybe even a little bit of a trip on Valorant? I don't know. It's what a night of hockey we've had. Again, perhaps not the most skilled or systems-based game in the world, but what a seesaw battle back and forth. And it's the Devils who, for the first time in a while, have perhaps won without playing particularly well, but that is of course the mark of a good team. Huge credit to the Coventry Blaze. They came in here tonight and gave the Devils absolutely everything that they could handle and thoroughly deserve their 1 point. And I think we're all looking forward to getting to the Sky Dome tomorrow. This game's been going on so long, I might just leave now, Gaz.
What a unbelievable set of events there. There was reviewed penalty shots that maybe they couldn't be reviewed. There were players just taking every other shot. It wasn't particularly organised penalty shot. But what a vital 2 points that could be with results around the league.
So Haddad comes in here, and he knows, he's already decided in his head where he's going to go. He's not making any fakes or deeks. He's just using that great release of his, get the shot off. And Nastiuk, who's so good all night, was beaten. And I think Joey Haddad has just stapled himself as the main penalty taker along with Jake Morissette for the rest of the season.
Your man of the match predictions for the Blaze, John?
Oh, there's a lot of good people. I like Paquette all night. I like Lake as well. I'm not sure who's got it there. Is it Dingle who's got it, I believe? He scored the equalising goal, but there are a lot of heroes on that Blaze side. They're playing short bench at the moment. They're only going with the 9 forwards, but they were tireless in their efforts tonight, and thoroughly impressed with them, thoroughly impressed with the attitude that they're showing right now under Danny Stewart. They picked up another point, and as I say, I look forward to seeing what they do in the Sky Dome tomorrow night. It's going to be another barn burner.
Get your tickets to get down to the Sky Dome or join the great team at Clean Cut Sports. But either way, don't miss it, because there will be as much drama tomorrow as there was tonight. And we'd have to apologise to Claire for keeping little Scarlett up way past her bedtime probably to watch this one. They've been tweeted in to say how much they've enjoyed it as well. So
I'm not sure if Claire's enjoying it as much as she was enjoying Saturday night. Claire, Should we keep that between you and me, that little secret, how many drinks you'd had that night?
Your man of the match for the Devils, John, in what was a, shall we say, workmanlike performance rather than free-flowing.
It was workmanlike. I thought Ben Bounds made some good saves. It's a tough one. I think Morissette was good again, but I'd probably a toss-up for me between Joey Martin or Tyson Strachan. I thought Joey Martin was good at both ends of the ice. When the Devils were giving turnovers away and under pressure, I thought he was defensively responsible, and he scored that very nice power play goal. So no doubt I'll be wrong as normal, but I'd probably just shade it and give it to the man who's giving his jersey over right now, Joey Martin. But throw that question right back at you, guys.
Oh, for me, it would be Joey Martin tonight. I thought he took the game by the scruff of the neck, and that big third goal was probably the platform for victory in the end, because I think there was a real chance at that time that the Blaze were going to get that third goal.
So we'll wait to see. It's Paul Sullivan on duty tonight in Todd Kelman's absence, and see if I have better luck with my predictions with Paul than I always do with Todd.
Joe Haddad gets in. You can't argue against that with the penalty shot goal either.
Well, understandable in terms of the fact that he ultimately decided the game and came up clutch in a situation where he's not a normal penalty taker, but we do know he's got the great shot, the great release, and he scored 2 consecutive goals. And who knows, come the end of the season, that additional point that Joey Haddad helped secure along with Ben Bounds, maybe that's going to be the telling difference. All these points are important. The Devils have got another 2 points tonight, Gaz, but what a classic Boxing Day encounter.
Belfast lost in Braehead tonight 3-2, which means that the Devils extend their lead at the top of the Elite League. That is going to be inspiration enough for their trip to Coventry tomorrow, where they'll try to extend it further. John, is this a good kind of win at this time of the year? The manner in which they got it?
Well, I think the Devils have just proven they can win in all situations. They got a hard battling win in Braehead on Friday night where they showed character. They got a stylish offensive win against the Dundee Stars. Tonight they got a little bit of a greasy win, but good teams get greasy wins, and the Devils streak continues. And you know my view, Gaz, I think the Devils are in the box seat right now. I think they're the team to beat, and with other teams perhaps not quite showing the consistency of the Devils and maybe not winning games when they haven't played so well. The Devils are the league champions, and for my money right now, they're the favourites to reclaim and repeat their league championship.
Will you be taking the trip to Coventry tomorrow?
Oh, I'm there. If only to get away from the cold turkey and the wife. No, tonight was a barn burner, which I absolutely needed after seeing Cardiff City a little bit outplayed today. So if tomorrow's even half as good, my money will be well spent. I look forward to seeing the guys in Coventry. Always great to see Stu and Ed and Pete and the rest of the team, and hopefully see you guys tomorrow night.
Well, I'll be watching their coverage, so I look forward to them talking me through that game. But tonight, it is the Devils that have gone 10 straight victories in league competition. They go for number 11 tomorrow in Coventry. Ben Bounds leads the charge of the repeat as we go into the second half of this Elite League season. The champions won again tonight. Thank you ever so much for joining us on Icetime TV. We'll be back on the 30th of December when the Milton Keynes Lightning come to town. But on behalf of John Donovan and all of the Icetime TV team, I've been Gareth Hewish. We hope you've enjoyed your hockey wherever you are. Good night.